Hello, I'm Charlotte and this is Books and Bargains. Today I'm coming to you with the new kind of summer book tag from Book Break. If you don't already follow Book Break, go ahead on over there because Emma is a ray of light. She is just like a complete sunshine of a person. I thought that I would wear a summery dress today, so I've just got on this dress that was £3 from the Cancer Research Shop. But obviously, since I've put it on, it's got cold and dark and started to rain outside. Oh, I realise I matched my pin flag as well. Anyway, as we know that this summer in lockdown is going to be a little bit different to summers past, Book Break have created this tag to recommend books on a series of prompts. So let's get into it. So prompt number 1 is to start by recommending a book from a country you're in now with as close to you as possible. And I've gone for The Woman Who Went to Bed for a Year by Sue Townsend. This could have also worked with the Adrian Mole books, but I don't have them. And this is set in Leicester. This book seems to have received really mixed messages, but it's quite a slow burn book, but I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the main character in this, and I would happily read it again, so that's always a good thing. Basically, it does what it says on the tin. A woman, Eva, her twins leave home to go to university, and she decides that she's going to climb into bed and stay there. And it really just shows about how her family have taken advantage of her over the years. And yeah, it's a strange story, but I bloody loved it. The second prompt is to recommend a book from another county or area of the country. And I've gone for On Chesil Beach by Ian McEwan. I haven't read this myself, and I picked it up in a charity shop earlier in the year, I think. And I really want to read this. This is set in Dorset, so it fits the prompt perfectly. And yeah, again, I don't know much about it. It's a young married couple, I think, navigating their first night of marriage, from what I can gather, so I'm hoping to get to that this summer. Prompt number 3 is to recommend a book that reminds you of summers when you were young, and I've gone for The Bed and Breakfast Star by Jacqueline Wilson, for 2 reasons really. I used to sit in my parents' conservatory during the summer holidays. I can still remember it now, and I would just binge read books. The one that I do remember reading, but I don't have any of these books, is The Babysitter's Little Sister, and I remember reading the whole series in about a week. I also obviously picked up every Jacqueline Wilson book that was released, and I chose to feature The Bed and Breakfast Star in this one because we also went to a lot of bed and breakfasts. We used to go to Wales or anywhere really, and a story that I remember from going to one, we did this pub quiz and there was this Welsh woman, really big woman. I must have been, I'd say about 5 or 6 at the time, and I'll still remember. Do you remember those pencils that you took the pencil off the top and put it in the bottom to write with? She gave me one of those with a glittery dolphin on, and I thought it was brilliant. And I also remember my parents talking about how funny she was. And when it got to the sports round of the quiz, she had shouted something like, I'm good at sports, I've got a penis or something. So we walked back to the B&B, and as we walked back to the B&B, I remember asking my parents what a penis was, and they both just kind of looked at me, and I think my mum said, oh, it's a name for a willy, but we don't use that word. And I don't know why I still remember that to this day. Number 4 is recommend a book from a country you visited before, and I've picked up The Greek Holiday by Maeve Harron. I only received this one today and I cannot wait to dive into it. For the past 2 summers, me and Tom have gone to Sillavi in Zante or Zakynthos, which is a Greek island that I have totally fallen in love with. Luckily, we hadn't booked our holiday yet. We usually go in September, and we're not going to go. We do have a holiday booked in December instead, but in December the Greek islands are closed to tourists. They have a proper tourist season, so we won't be going there this year, and that makes me sad. So hopefully this will take me there in my imagination. Number 5 is recommend a book from a country you'd like to visit next, and I've gone for Under the Tuscan Sun at home in Italy, because Italy has been on my list of places to visit for so long and we just haven't got round to visiting there yet. This was sent to me as part of a book swap, so I don't know anything about it apart from it's set under the Tuscan Sun. Apparently this is a beautiful movie as well, so I might try and watch that. And number 6 is recommend a book from the furthest away place you can find. Now, without looking properly, I think the furthest away place from here is probably Australia. That's the place that springs to mind when I think of the furthest place away. And so I've gone for Jane Harper's The Lost Man. This was also sent to me as a present, and I don't know anything about this really. I added it to my wish list because in the space of about a week, I saw about 7 or 8 different people rave about it on BookTube. So this is definitely a BookTube made me buy it, and I hope to get into that soon. So there we have it. They're the 6 books that I picked for the prompts in this tag, and I hope to read the ones that I haven't soon. Let me know down below if you've read any of these books and what you thought of them, and also if you want to do this tag, please go ahead. Off the top of my head, I am going to tag Victoria from What Victoria Read. I'm going to tag Kaz from Cats and Cameras. And I'm going to tag Kat from Brews and Reviews, as I would love to see all of you do this tag. And until next time, look after yourselves. Bye!